एज के साथ बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कि उनकी आंखें छोटी हो गई हैं। आई हेयर दिस फ्रॉम माई फीमेल क्लाइंट्स ऑल द टाइम कि जैसे जैसे वी आर गेटिंग इनटू आवर लेट 40s 50s 60s एंड बियॉन्ड, आंखें हमारी छोटी हो गई हैं। और ये बिल्कुल भी सच नहीं है। आंखें आपकी छोटी बड़ी नहीं होती, दे आर एग्जैक्टली द सेम साइज एज दे वर व्हेन यू वर अ बेबी। लेकिन एज के साथ जैसे जैसे हमारे चेहरे पे स्ट्रक्चरल चेंजेस होते हैं, उस हिसाब से हमारी आंखें छोटी लगने लग जाती हैं। बिकॉज इन मोस्ट केसेस आंखें थोड़ी अंदर चली जाती हैं, देयर इज रिग्रेशन, आपके जो रिंकल्स हैं, फाइन लाइंस हैं, वो आ जाते हैं, आईलिड्स ड्रूप कर जाती हैं। ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स मेक योर आईज लुक स्मॉलर। तो क्या करना चाहिए? What should be the makeup technique that you use for your eye makeup that makes your eyes look brighter, bigger and more beautiful? आज हम इसके बारे में बात करेंगे। हेलो हेलो एंड वेलकम टू स्किन केयर सिंप्लीफाइड। मेरा नाम है निपुण, आपकी स्किन केयर बेस्टी एंड अ सर्टिफाइड स्किन केयर कंसल्टेंट। आज की वीडियो में हम ब्रेक ले रहे हैं फ्रॉम स्किन केयर इनटू मेकअप एंड आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू अ मेकअप टेक्निक और अ फ्यू मेकअप टेक्निक्स दैट विल वर्क on mature eyes. So I'm talking about 35, 40, 50, beyond 70-year-old grandma. This is going to look gorgeous and there is no reason I feel that you should stop doing makeup just because you've reached a certain age. अपनी techniques को हर time थोड़ा थोड़ा evolve करते रहें. Do what looks good on you and makes you feel happy. वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले वीडियो को लाइक कर दें, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें। मैं बनाती हूँ डेली साइंस पैक्ड स्किन केयर कॉन्टेंट हियर ऑन स्किन केयर सिंप्लीफाइड। मेलाज्मा, एंटी एजिंग, मैच्योर स्किन इज माई स्पेशलिटी। और अगर आप चाहते हैं कि मैं आपके स्किन केयर रूटीन्स को रिव्यू करूँ, उन्हें कस्टमाइज करूँ, then you can join the channel memberships for $7.99 a month or $10 a month. And now let's get started with the video. Number one point, I have already done my face makeup and that's another video. If you missed it, I highly recommend that you go check it out after this video because वो भी mature skin friendly है. But we're going to start with my eye makeup. I have no eye primer or anything on top of my eyes. So my eyes and my brows are completely not done. And this is where we're going to get started. Number one is your brows. And I have to tell you guys something. Even if you saw my makeup tutorials a few months ago, ब्राउज इज समथिंग मैं लास्ट में करती थी, बिल्कुल भी फोकस नहीं करती थी ब्राउज के ऊपर। एंड देन आई एक्चुअली स्टार्टेड टेकिंग मेकअप क्लासेस। सो आई हैव अ वेरी डियर फ्रेंड, शी इज अ वेरी फेमस मेकअप आर्टिस्ट एंड शी हैज फिटेड मी इनटू हर स्केड्यूल एंड आई वेंट टू हर एंड I'll tell you why. This is spend 2 minutes on this. So now that I've become sort of an influencer, I've reached like 600,000 on Instagram and like almost closing into 500,000 on TikTok, etc. And YouTube is doing well. I get invited to events. I can't go everywhere, but I do go to a select events. And जब मैं events की photographs देखती हूँ ना, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि यार मेरे चेहरे पे मेकअप दिख ही नहीं रहा है। And that is what I went to her with. And I said, listen, what am I doing wrong? मतलब मैंने तो अपने हिसाब से बहुत अच्छा मेकअप करके गई थी, but सबका मेकअप दिख रहा है. Every other woman standing next to me, you can see she's done something and I am looking like one plain Jane. And she's like, where are your brows? I'm like, हैं? मैंने पेंसिल लगाई थी. She taught me how to do my brows correctly and I'm going to share that with you because doing your brows correctly, 2 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा टाइम लगता है सुबह, but it makes a world of a difference because आपका जो face structure है, आपके face का जो shape है, brows are a big part of it. So we are going to first get started with the brows. अगर मैंने पूरा face of makeup नहीं किया होता, जो मुझे एक्चुअली पहले शूट नहीं करना चाहिए था, पर मैंने कर दिया, then this is the first step of my makeup that I would have done. But since I've already done it, let's go get started with the brows. So I'm going to start with my NYX brow pencil. This is in the shade MP06 Brunette. आपके जो brow pencils हैं उनका कलर obviously आपके skin tone और आपके बालों को मैच करना चाहिए. So let's get started. एंड ये भी उन्होंने मुझे सिखाया है हाउ टू डू इट। अगर आप देखना चाहते हैं कि कितने गवार तरीके से मैं पहले अपने ब्राउज करती थी, राइट एट द एंड यू कैन गो एंड सी दैट। बट बेसिकली यू ऑलवेज, जहाँ आपका आई बॉल है, लाइक यहाँ पे हमारा आई बॉल है राइट इधर, सो इधर से हम शुरुआत करेंगे एंड वी गोना ड्रॉ दिस लाइन। यहाँ हम कोई ओवरलाइनिंग नहीं कर रहे, यहाँ पे हम कुछ एक्स्ट्रा नहीं कर रहे, वी आर जस्ट गोइंग एज पर द ब्राउ एंड देन वी गोना गो स्ट्रेट हियर। ये थोड़ा सा टेढ़ा हो गया मुझसे, बट आई एम गोना फिक्स इट। And then we go here. पहले मैं क्या करती थी, मैं यहाँ से शुरू करती थी, right from here, and that would look so weird. Now ये जो सारा हिस्सा है obviously blank है, right? And for any of you ladies जिनको सफेद बाल आने शुरू हो गए हैं ब्राउज में, you'll be like, what is this? Wait, ये जो स्पूली टाइप होता है उसका brush, you're gonna basically brush this out. जब आप ये करते हो ना तो वो जो ब्राउ का पाउडर या पेंसिल इधर भी लग जाता है, एंड देन यू आर गोइंग टू गो इनसाइड, एंड बाय डूइंग सो आप अपने इनर साइड या अपने बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ब्राउज को भी ब्यूटिफुली कवर कर रहे हैं विदाउट एक्चुअली अप्लाइंग अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट. And then you take this and you put your brush, your pencil a little diagonal, and you shade it. जहाँ जहाँ बॉल स्पॉट्स हैं, जहाँ जहाँ जैसे वाइट हेयर है, बट कभी भी अंदर से नहीं शुरू करें. यू डोंट लाइक स्टार्ट राइट हियर. वो बहुत in the words of my friend cheap लगता है. But this looks a lot more flawless. Same technique, we will do the second brow. So the brows are done and the face is already looking a bit more concealed and shaped properly. Now we're going to do one step जो मैं कभी नहीं करती थी, because मुझे लगता था कि ये सिर्फ ब्राइडल एंड पार्टी मेकअप के लिए ज़रूरी होता है, which is actually concealing your brows ऊपर नीचे with a concealer. And what I learned is कि अगर आप बहुत ज़्यादा करोगे and you're going to really do an intense thing, then yeah, obviously you have to go to a party or do party makeup. But अगर आप बहुत थोड़ा सा करते हो, slightly करते हो, it gives your brows the definition and you don't look like a crazy person. And because I've already done my face, you will be able to see कि मैं बिल्कुल crazy नहीं लगती. So you can take any concealer of your choice. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. This is not the original Shape Tape, which was like heavy and chalky. This is like the other one, and I'm just taking this, I think this is a concealer brush only. So I basically start defining वेरी स्लोली एंड वेरी केयरफुली अंडर आई एरिया पे कंसीलर लगा के पूरी तरह से ब्लेंड करेंगे. उसके बाद आई एम गोइंग टू टेक अ ब्यूटी ब्लेंडर एंड मेक श्योर कि कोई हार्श लाइंस ना दिखें. एंड देन वंस इट इज़ ब्लेंडेड आउट कम्प्लीटली, मैं सेम प्रोसेस को रिपीट करूँगी बाय टेकिंग द सेम कंसीलर ऑन द ब्रश एंड डिफाइनिंग द अपर एरिया. इस तरह से हमारा ब्राउ बहुत ब्यूटिफुली डिफाइन हो जाता है एंड और फेस को मिलता है स्ट्रक्चर एंड डायमेंशन. So I've used a little bit of concealer and मैंने ऊपर नीचे and eyelid को conceal किया है, and by this my eyes now suddenly have more definition. And ये मैंने बहुत थोड़ा सा product लिया है. Now if I was doing a heavy smoky eye party makeup blah blah blah, तो मैं और ज़्यादा concealer लगाती, उसे place करती, pat करती. I would have just made this whole thing brighter, but I have just kind of used enough जो मेरे बाकी के makeup के साथ blend कर जाए. Now I'm just going to do the other eye off camera and come back because I don't want this to be 20 hours. Our brows and concealer is done. Now a critical step is कि इतना सारा जो concealer लगा था उसे आप set करें. That's very important. Otherwise your shadow, everything is just going to be a hot mess. So I'm just taking a little bit of my pressed foundation powder and I'm just using this on top of my lids. And honestly guys, if you do this, you don't really need an eyeshadow primer separately. Now comes to the actual eye makeup part. Now, obviously we've done this. The eyes are more defined because you've given yourself space. Understand that I have hooded eyes, so just doing this entire thing helps my eyes a lot. Even if you have wrinkles and stuff like that, use a little bit of concealer, use a tiny amount of product, set it, but do it because otherwise वो darkness, वो wrinkles, वो सब कुछ अगर उसके ऊपर आपने बहुत सारा liner लगा लिया या काजल लगा लिया या whatever, just gonna not look nice. So make sure you set everything properly. Now let's come to doing a really simple eye look, which is my eye look, which is what I like to do on a regular basis, and it's not even complicated. And if you've seen my previous tutorials, you've potentially seen this 20 million times. Now what I do highly recommend, अगर आप बहुत smoky eye करने वाले हो, if you're going to use like shadow and glitter and those kind of things, then सबसे पहले आपको अपना face makeup नहीं करना चाहिए. आपको सबसे पहले eye makeup करना चाहिए and then you should do face makeup. So I'm going to do a very basic smoky eye look with it's going to be like a brownie pink thing, not like a black smoky thing. We're first going to go in with a fluffy brush. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, the only palette in the world that I have repurchased because I love it so much. And I'm going in with the shade Burnt Orange. My eyes are hooded, so I need to like basically create some amount of definition here. And that is what I'm going to do. Whenever you take the product, tap it. Defining your eyes is very important because that gives you shape. सीधा काजल लगा लोगे, and you can do this with one color. You can literally do this with bronzer. You don't even need to use an eyeshadow palette. But defining your eyes is very critical because सीधा kajal or eyeliner ऊपर, which is a very common way in which we do it in India, it's just going to make your eyes look even smaller. Now I'm going to go in with a slightly smaller fluffy brush. ये Anastasia के palette पे ही आता है, and I'm going to go in with the color Raw Sienna. With this color, मैं अपने outer corners को intensify कर रही हूँ, and I'm creating more definition around the eyes area. Now I'm going to go back with the first fluffy brush that I used, and I'm just going to make sure I sweep everything out so that there are no harsh lines. अगर आपके पास time कम है, just do this with one color. It will save you time. Now we're going to go in with the third color, and we're going to intensify this. And for that, I'm using the same brush, but uski ulti side. So this side is the fluffy side, and this is the stiff side. And now I'm going to go in with the color called Red Ochre. And now with this. And now on the other eye, the exact same process, I am going to repeat it by intensifying the color and then taking this fluffy brush and blending it off. Now if it's the daytime, okay, and aapko, like for work, you don't want to wear shimmer or glitter or anything like that, which a lot of people don't wear to work because it's work. So then you can just, in the center of the eye, you can literally just use a basic light color. So I'm going to go in with the shade Tempera, and I'm taking a stiff brush like this. I'm going in with the color Tempera, which is in the palette itself. And I'm just going to blend it out because it's a bit too white. Now at this point, I'm going to take a little more of the red ochre color because I just feel कि वो दिख ही नहीं रहा है. I'm just going to blend the two together. It should look like the two colors are blending in together rather than just one is stopping and there's the other one. Now suddenly by adding a color here in the center, मेरी eyes थोड़ी lifted and popped लग रही हैं. You can see, and my hooded eyes are not looking as hooded as they used to. Now, the one thing that you would have seen me do in a lot of my tutorials or one of my makeup thing is that I use a shadow stick to do like the smoky eye thingy. I have evolved to sort of doing an eyeliner because मैंने अभी सीखा है, okay guys? And I'm so sorry I can't do it on camera. Because I have anxiety and my hand shakes and there's a lot of issue. So I'm just going to do a basic winged liner and I am going to show it to you off camera. So we've done the winged liner. ये वाला थोड़ा सा मोटा हो गया है, but we're going to wing it any which ways. Now ये तरीका है wing liner का जो मुझे सिखाया गया है, have been made to understand कि मुझ पे अच्छा लगता है and I enjoy it. But मैं आपको दिखा नहीं सकती because I don't know how to shoot doing this. So there are 20 million tutorials on YouTube जहाँ कोई ना कोई तो ये सिखा रहा है, तो आप सीख लो if you don't know how to do it, but do a wing liner is what I would recommend, or just do like a basic liner. मैंने ये sketch pen type pencil होती है, this kind of a sketch pen, like this is from Makeup Forever. I think every brand has it. So this is what I use to basically do it now. But understand, now this is where we come to the fun part. I don't like black eyeliner. I explained this to my teacher as well. I was like, I hate it. So she gave me a hack. She taught me how I can place a little bit of shadow and then buff it out to make it look like seamlessly smoky and nice. I have to literally wake up half an hour early every day to do this. But I do it क्योंकि मुझे बहुत पसंद है. So from the Anastasia palette, once again, I'm going to go in with the color Cypress Umber. And this is like a flat eyeliner brush. I just bought new brushes also because she taught me. I had a lot of brushes, I didn't know how to use them, but ये वाला नया है. And then I just place this on top of my wing liner. Okay. Why am I doing this? क्योंकि मुझे black नहीं पसंद है. Okay. I don't like the harsh black line. I am not for it. And then I'm just taking it above where my black liner is, उसके ऊपर लेके जा रही हूँ मैं, क्योंकि हम इसे अभी स्मोक आउट भी करेंगे. I just not going to leave it like this. I need to zoom in, right? So I hope you guys can see. मैंने विंग लाइनर के ऊपर, डायरेक्टली ऊपर और थोड़ा ऊपर ये ब्राउन, डार्क ब्राउन शैडो लगाया है. And this gives me the seamless look. And then wait. अभी मेरे पास बहुत सारे brushes हैं ना, मैं सब यूज़ करूँगी. I'm going to use this little fluffy stiff brush and then I'm just going to blend it out. And the intention is कि जो मेरा ये सारा पहले का smoky eye था ये उसके साथ blend कर जाए. And this seamlessness is what I live for. You see here, this is like very dark and shiny and defined. If that's your game, go for it. It's not my game. I don't like black. Now let's go to the lower lash line. ठीक है? I don't see any fallout at this point. अगर आपका fallout है तो उसको please हटा लेना. And the lower lash line is very, very simple. So basically I'm going to go in with Draw Sienna and Sunburn. I'm going to just put it all together. And I'm just going to like do this. Place and this. And place and this. Something went in my eye. Guys, ध्यान से करो. Don't let the product go into your eye. ठीक है? Now this is what I do. Now, and this is my way in which I don't really apply a thick kajal. And a thick kajal was everything for me for the longest time, and I've just stopped doing that because, yeah, I don't like it. But I am going to go in with a little bit of a shadow stick and just be outside the waterline. So waterline के अंदर नहीं, जहाँ काजल होता है वहाँ नहीं, उसके बाहर. You'll see it. Now I'm just going to take this pencil from Kiko and I am not in the waterline, I am outside. Can you see? I'm outside. And then वो जो हमारा shadow brush था जिससे हमने अपने wing liner को black से brown किया था, उसी के साथ we're just gonna smoke this out. I think this looks very like pyara and classy and just looks really nice. Okay. And Kiko ki pencils and most of these eye pencils are gel-like. So if you quickly go in with a brush and start smoking it out, it works for you. Right. And then like of course अगर शाम का time है आप अपने inner corners पे थोड़ा सा glitter लगा सकते हो. You can do all of those like fancy things you can do, and maybe someday when I'm going out to get ready I will actually do a proper like a glammy one, but this is not like glam. This is like normal, my normal. Before you apply your mascara, always curl your lashes. It makes such a huge difference to everything. And now sorry, and now we're going to go in with the mascara जिसने internet पे बहुत कलेश किया था. It caused Jeffree Star to come out of retirement and whatever. This is the telescopic one by L'Oreal, the one that Michaela used, and you know if you know the story, you know the story. So basically I'm going to use that. And I honestly, I don't care what she said and whether she used false lashes or she didn't. I love the impact of this mascara. I do have long lashes because I always use a lash serum. Been using that for about a year and a half straight. So उससे बहुत मदद हुई है. But this is fabulous. Always apply mascara to your lower lashes. It's like, if you don't, it's like wearing a brassiere and not wearing your underwear. And get a mirror like this, like a handheld mirror. उससे बहुत help होती है. And can you see? You can literally look at the before and the after and you will know कि कितना ज़्यादा फर्क पड़ता है when you just do your eyes properly. And obviously, if wing liner is not your jam, and maybe मैंने because अभी सीखा है, so I'm like literally practicing and doing it every day. You don't need to do a wing liner. You can just do a little thin liner, smoke it out, smoke out your lower lashes, create depth and definition. And eye makeup and making your eyes look bigger is all about depth and definition. हमें color gradient shades की ज़रूरत पड़ती है जिससे हमारी आंखें थोड़ी सी बड़ी लगें. So do give it a try. This is the final look you guys. मैंने थोड़ा सा bronzer और blush वापस add किया, setting spray, lipstick, and this completes the look. And as you can see, before and after, clearly the eyes look bigger. And I think the hero here is not so much the winged liner. वो मुझे पसंद है, मैंने सीखा है इसलिए मैं कर रही हूँ. I think the hero here really is the shadow, creating like a little bit of a smoky eye and using tons and tons of mascara. Whatever is your favorite, whatever you like, do give it a try. And if you want to see more makeup tutorials from me, let me know in the comments below. Not on a regular basis, but I guess a few times a month, I could potentially do one. If you enjoyed this video, do consider subscribing to my channel. मैं आपसे मिलूंगी अगली बार, which is tomorrow, with another video. Till then, take great care of yourself. Bye.